In this lesson, you will learn about the second of the three entry types, the zone entry. As price moves deeper into the supply or demand zone, we will be using zone entries. Zone entries can use both limit and market orders. Instead of buying and selling right at the proximal line, we'll wait for price to move deeper into the zone. In a demand zone, we submit a buy limit order at a price inside the proximal and distal lines, or a market order at a price within the zone. In a supply zone, we'll place a sell limit order at a price within the zone, slightly above the proximal line and below the distal line. If it is a sell market order, we submit it at a price inside the zone. The choice on when to use limit and market orders is up to each individual trader. Let's look at the zone entry for a supply zone first. In this example, we have chosen the healthcare ETF XLV and used the closest supply levels from the grid. This puts our supply zone between $93.17 and $93.64. Now that we have the lines on the chart, we can plan out the entry. Since price is currently a fair distance below the supply zone, we'll use a limit sell short order in the middle of the zone at $93.45. Several days later, price works its way back to our supply zone, entering the zone and hitting our short entry. If we were using a market order, you would need to be physically at your computer, waiting for price to enter the zone to execute the sell order. For our demand zone example, we once again go to the mastermind supply and demand grid and find a nice zone on the energy ETF XLE. Once we transfer our proximal and distal lines at $67.72 and $67.39, we're ready to plan our entry. In anticipation of price returning to the demand zone and bouncing back up, we again place a limit buy order at a price of $60.50 around the middle of the zone. Shortly after, price sells off and retreats to our demand zone, filling our limit order at $67.50 before resuming the trend to the upside. Using a market order, you'd have to be present in front of your computer screen to submit the market order, as price is inside the zone. You now know the zone entry with a couple of examples. Next up, our final entry type, the confirmation entry. Before you move on, be able to identify where to enter a demand zone using a zone entry, and be able to identify where to enter a supply zone using a zone entry. Both zone entries could be a market or a limit order. Hope to see you in the next video.